Mummy might, I'm not. I've got to stay here till 6 o'clock.
I really need my jumper back.
Yeah, well, you can't get it yet.
See, is it Tootham or Tottenham or something they call the running? Holt, is it? They said they're fold.
It's just a natural
way that all horses.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Standardbred Pleasure Horse Association of Victoria demonstrating for you today. We have one horse in a cart, which is where you're used to seeing the Standardbred racing at Moonee Valley or Melton. And the second horse, Deep Diver, is under saddle. In fact, both these horses are very accomplished under saddle. And you will get demonstrations of that as you go. Those of you familiar with the harness horse racing, this particular horse in the cart is trotting. He did actually race as a pacer. His name is Titan Thunder. He's a 17-year-old Standardbred stallion. He's got a tremendous record in the show ring, both in the open breed ring and the Standardbred classes. The Big Bay Gelding is a magnificent dressage horse, Deep Diver. He's just on 20-year-old, and at HRCAB he's reached level 1 in dressage. So what we want to demonstrate to you here today is that there is life after racing for the pleasure horse, and that is the Standardbred. Standardbreds have been bred for some 200 years. They started out in America. You may wonder how the term Standardbred evolved. A horse, before it could be registered, needed to be able to trot a mile in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and then it was entered into the state book. Since that time, horses have been bred and refined to be Standardbred racehorses, and no longer do you have them trotting or pacing miles in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but they're now pacing them in 1 minute and 48 seconds or thereabouts. So you can see there's a 42 second difference over a mile, which is absolutely staggering in any athletic performance. And what we will do shortly, we will call the horse that's in the cart into the corner, and within a matter of 30 seconds or so we'll get that cart off him. And in the interim, Lisa will now demonstrate just how versatile Deep Diver, this beautiful Big Bay Gelding is, and she will take you through some extended trots, some canters, and do change a rein through the centre, and I think you'll be very, very surprised at the capabilities. And bear in mind, we're only in about a ring that's about 1/3 of a conventional ring, so to be able to work in a 20-metre ring is quite an exception. Look at that movement. You'll be very happy to see that from any breed under saddle. Lovely canter, tremendous, as I said, tremendous movement for a horse who successfully raced. I'm not too sure how many races and how much money, but it was a significant success on the racetrack. And as I said, he's given Lisa many, many years. 9 wins, there you go. Well, that's a lot. Most owners would love to have 9 wins. And this big horse not only earned his pay when he was a racehorse, he's given Lisa many, many years of tremendous success, both at Pony Club, HRCAB, dressage competitions. He's been state champion dressage horse for quite a number of years. And you can see by the movement, as I said, of this horse, and the versatility of him, it's just outstanding. The 17-year-old stallion, as I said, raced also with some success, and raced against some of our really outstanding horses.
Can you keep still?
And
I'm trying to
as a
video.
9-year-old, he stopped racing and went into the show ring. And since then, he's had outstanding success. He's been National High Point Australian Standardbred of the Year. He's been Supreme Standardbred at Sydney Royal. He's won numerous summer and Royal shows here. And all through the state, he's gained a terrific reputation. So not only can he pull a cart, and not only can he win quite a number of races, but he, as I said, has adapted to the show ring extremely well. He's been used for his personality in a lot of the rings during this particular weekend because of his temperament and, as I said, his absolute nature. He's a 17-year-old stallion, and a lot of the kids, hundreds of them, have been up here in the village feeding him and looking after him. I'll just give her a hand getting on, and we'll see both of them demonstrate a bit of work. As I said, the large bay gelding is an outstanding dressage horse, Deep Diver, and as Lisa reminded me, he's won 9 races. and did outstanding work both on the racetrack, in the show ring, in the dressage ring, and even jumping. So you can just appreciate what a versatile animal they are. And we thought no better way today than to bring one in racing harness, and within a minute or two drop the cart off them and show you the transfer from racing to working under saddle. And you would have to agree that for a 17-year-old racing stallion to be able to come into a ring, be surrounded by people, and just without any warm-up, you don't see him on the end of a lunge rope for 30 minutes before someone jumps on his back. It's clearly a straight in, jump on, and he adapts to the work, and absolutely lovely nature. If we get the opportunity, we'll show you a little bit of extension, but bear in mind he's had no opportunity of warming up, this particular fellow. He's straight out of the cart, and as I said, he will demonstrate both the ability to extend and trot, canter, and as I said, whilst they're both clearly different types, you can see that the movement of both these animals is really right up there. And as I said, I'll leave it to the girls for free-legged a little bit in relation to the work. But if you keep an eye on them, as I said, they will trot, they will extend trot, they will canter, they'll come through the centre, and they'll probably at some stage, even in the 20-metre ring, give you an extended canter as well. Now look at that movement down the back from that stallion. That's really quite remarkable. Now the big bay fella, he'll do likewise. Look at that impulsion, look at it. We just take that cart out of the way in case they think they're going to go racing into the beginning. Now these breed, as I said before, they're a wonderful breed, and as I said, they're terrific. You can see them race at Melton and around country Victoria and cup races every day, every week. And you can see them here in the breed village and get information if you want to, in fact, have a horse for a pleasure horse. There are tremendous opportunities. They're shown success in relation to all disciplines of riding. We've got endurance riding horses, dressage horses, show horses, and just plain trail riding horses. And as I said, you're more than welcome to make an inquiry afterward. If you've got a standardbred, you want to know how to get into canter, you want to know how to put a few pounds on by feeding them, you want to know where you can go and find out where you can ride, you can have shows, and you don't even have to ride them. A lot of people actually just show the horses being led, and they love the opportunity of trotting them out in the show ring, and it all really goes down well. They're a very sturdy animal, and as I said, they'll race on for quite a number of years. We might put it on the girls here after they've done one or two to give us an extended canter around the outside, and I'll get back out of the way. This is not quite a Melbourne Cup, but believe me, this is only 20 metres, so for them to improve the canter, that's quite significant. And when you see them come back, you'll realise that they're doing it, as I said, look at that, under control, come straight back in. But we have many people who inquire and just surprised the fact that they can be ridden. They just think that they're bred to race with a cart, but they're an all-round purpose animal, lovely nature, lovely temperament. Certainly, you know, we feed a lot of oats as well as other high-gain, a lot of high products, but you don't have to worry about them getting too hot. On most occasions, they're very, very sensitive. As I said, if you want to get further information about the Standardbred Pleasure Horse Association of Victoria, our Secretary Maria Lund and Chairperson Rebecca Lund are over here at our facility just outside. It's only a minute or two away from the pavilion. We'll be only too happy to fill you in with any information about joining the association, acquiring a horse maybe, because there are horses available. Some of these horses are available at very, very modest prices as long as they go to the right home. And the ability for people to look after them is paramount in finding a new home for our X-rays.
Don't you run around. If you run around, you'll be in trouble.
They would be ideal, as I said, for pony club. They just need education. Adult riding clubs use them quite frequently. And in the open breed rings in recent years, they've gone tremendously. In fact, there's one racehorse we know of here that we bred last year. He was racing in a cart, and within 12 months, he's gone to the open show ring as a Galloway, and he has won in the Galloway ring and been reserved an open champion in the last 3 shows he attended to. So the ability of these horses is only limited by the ability of the person to train them. And as I said, the chestnut we're referring to for that Galloway will be on show here tomorrow, but it just shows you within 12 months to be winning as an open champion the Galloway ring is, well, it's a credit to the breed. It just shows you the versatility of it. And they come in all shapes and sizes like us, and you can see that these are two clearly different animals. And one's a stallion, one's a gelding, one's a big rangy type, one's very compact. Now the stallion and here are just showing you their ability to work together. They're from different ownership, so the ability to get two animals into a small ring like this and work, I can assure you it takes a lot of talent from both the riders and the horses. And both Lisa and Kathleen have had tremendous success in many, many disciplines of showing and dressage over the years. In fact, they could probably go on an open ring as a pair any day of the week, I would think, because they could walk, trot, and they might even try canter, but that's going to be pretty difficult with a small ring. But the girls might try it on, and we'll see what happens with them. I think they're going to just warm themselves up and then at some stage try a canter and see how they go from there. But being smaller and larger, and of course being a stallion, you've got a situation where the stallion's a bit wary of anything else. He likes to think he's the boss. And with a different size to keep them in unison with the different strides they've got. And well, there we are, we've got them cantering. Now that's a pretty good effort. These horses are not trained together, I can assure you of that. They've come together here in the ring today, and it's the first opportunity for them to work together. No warm-up, no practice, so give them credit for that. That's certainly, in fact, why don't you give them a little bit of a hand for it? I think that's a, yeah, because that really is, it's totally unrehearsed. Walk in, drop the cart and get them moving. Thank you for that, girls. We can vary that a little bit if you like. But as I said, there are a lot of people who have approached the stall outside for the standard.